All right, so last week, Joe Rogan had Steve-O on his podcast.
Ah, Steve-O.
Steve-O from Jackass, yeah. And Steve-O got absolutely schooled on transgender creeps lurking in women's bathrooms. It was quite a spectacle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he starts this kind of like portion off by telling Joe this story about how he was going to get tit implants.
Okay.
He was going to get tit implants as like a prank, you know? He was going to get breast implants, like huge double Ds, and use them to like prank people or something.
So stupid.
So on the podcast, I was like, hey, I'm thinking about a wild, crazy stunt. Like, get a boob job and then just like film a bunch of pranks and stunts and then get it out. You know, like wild publicity stunt. I feel like the whole world's going to know about it.
Now, I've always been quite impartial to Steve-O. I don't love him. I don't hate him. But I recently saw something on X that has really put a sour taste in my mouth. Now, I can't guarantee the accuracy of this, but like, I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I haven't seen anyone like try to refute it. So you know how Steve-O has a tattoo of himself fucking an ostrich on his arm?
He's got a lot of crazy tattoos.
Yeah, but he's got this one in particular. Well, apparently that is a cover-up of a previous tattoo. Now, I won't be able to show the audience this, but I'll show you.
It's a baby!
He's doing nasty things to a baby.
Okay, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, to be fair, it could have been one of those things like, have you seen that show where they tattoo each other? The friends do surprise tattoos on them.
I don't care. Yeah, look, I still don't care. So I don't really like Steve-O anymore. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's go!
I'm buying groceries in the supermarket in LA, and the person ringing me up on the cash register is seems pretty evidently transgender, and I'm just like, dude, it's like the fucking universe is giving me signs over here, you know? And so like I ask this. Didn't even occur to me up to this point that I need to like run it by anybody, because I'm like, fuck it, my body, my choice, who cares? You know, I'm doing a dumb stunt to like, you know, be crazy.
So he's doing his grocery shopping and he sees a transgender cashier and he's like, oh, I better run this ridiculous prank past the transgender cashier. And also, isn't it totally fucking transphobic to say they were pretty evidently transgender? You're not meant to be able to notice, Steve-O.
Yeah, it is. And even if you do notice, it is ma'am. It is ma'am.
Oh, did you see a new It Is Ma'am video drop?
Sir, what do we think of Nick Fuentes? What pronouns are she, hers? Sir, what do you think of Nick Fuentes?
She or hers means I'm a woman. Every time you say sir is a felony in the United States of America, California, where we live. It is. You need to look it up. You need to read. It literally is. You need to read. Have it read to you. Find someone who can read what that means. It actually is.
Sir, that is not a felony. Not a felony, sir.
You're wrong and dangerous wrong.
It is wrong, sir. I'm sorry, sir. It is not a felony.
And he dropped it in there a second time.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Steve-O.
But in this situation, talking to this transgender person, like, hey, can I run something by you? And I spoke with them. They described to me a level of oppression that genuinely fucking broke my heart. They said, hey, let me tell you, like, I am not allowed to use the bathroom at my own place of work.
I am not allowed to use the bathroom at my own place of work.
Beg to differ.
I beg to differ. And this is a common tactic with the transgenders.
Yeah.
As soon as they're not allowed to do whatever they want, which usually involves like having everyone submit to their fantasy that they're a woman, it's like oppression.
Yeah, and let me tell you what, if I'm at work and I need to piss, and for some reason the female toilets are out of commission, I will go into the dude's bathroom to piss.
Yeah, but it's like recently in Kansas, there was a whole thing about like, oh my God, Kansas are like totally bigots because they're taking away transgender people's driver's licenses.
Oh no.
All of a sudden, you're not allowed to drive in Kansas if you're transgender.
Oh, it's snowball.
But it's bullshit. All they said was your driver's license has to reflect your actual sex. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, well, I can't piss or shit in the wrong bathroom, therefore I can't piss and shit. I can't have a driver's license that says the fake gender, so all of a sudden I can't drive. It's bullshit. But anyway, Joe Rogan claps back fucking hard and Steve-O just takes it, just submits instantly. It's hilarious.
We've got like politics.
That's not true. They're just not allowed to use the bathroom. It doesn't align with their biological sex.
Okay.
But you got to realize, they're not all... Listen, I genuinely think there's people that feel like they are in the wrong biological sex.
Sure.
Right? But there's also people that are fucking perverts.
Little sneaky.
He's telling Steve-O the fucking truth. And like I said, Steve-O is just like, okay, Joe, fair enough.
Oh, by the way, you were clipping this last night, and I swear to God, I thought we were doing a video on Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, everyone right now, close your eyes, picture Whoopi Goldberg in your head.
Well, you don't have to. I tell you what, I'll AI it.
So on the podcast, I was like, hey, I'm thinking about it for wild, crazy stunt. Like, get a boob job and then just, like, film a bunch of pranks and stunts and then get it out. You know, like, wild publicity stunt. I feel like the whole world's going to know about it.
See? You see?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Fair enough.
They have a thing called autogynephilia. And what that is they get a turn on by pretending to be a woman. They get excited by it. And they want to be around women. And they're creeps. And so you give them a fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket to go into the women's locker room and the women's bathroom and stare at women and pretend you're a woman when you're just a crazy man and you're actually into women.
Okay.
That's real too, man.
I don't doubt that that's real, and I know that it's a super complex, nuanced thing.
But here's what's not complex. What is your chromosomes?
Right.
Okay? This is the same thing for competing. Right. All these fucking mental gymnastics that seemingly intelligent people do to justify biological males competing with females.
Oh, I'm with it. I don't think anybody's
It's the same
that.
thing.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right.
That's right. Pour your coffee, Steve-O.
Yeah.
Sit down, buddy. This is going to be a schooling.
Yeah, and it's not really, like he said, it's a super complex thing. It's not really a super complex thing. Just piss in the bathroom you're meant to fucking piss in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And when it comes to bathrooms, I would say sort of even more important than chromosome, it's like the junk. It's the junk. It's a private space for chicks. Do you have the junk to be able to violate chicks? Then you shouldn't be in there.
And I automatically think of that clip that you couldn't show on YouTube of the shadow of the knob being whacked off.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Speaking as a man who has daughters, like, there are creeps. And if you give a creep, and I'm not saying all trans people are creeps,
right,
but a lot of these fucking people that are in trouble for going into women's bathrooms dressed as a woman with a fucking beard and a heart on are just that. They're creeps.
Right, okay.
They're crazy men. And these crazy men, their entire life, they would get beaten up for that. And now all of a sudden, they have to be accepted.
Yeah, that's right. All of a sudden, they've got to be accepted because they're oppressed. They're trans people. They can't help it.
They are victims.
And stop being a bigot.
He's right. It's like giving them the golden ticket.
Yeah, what did he say? The Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Willy.
Yeah, the Willy Wonka golden ticket. Now, Joe makes another fucking good point here. I see this brought up a lot. I was actually talking about this a few weeks ago on Twitter. Listen to this.
Okay.
And by the way, it's men that are the problem. No one gives a fuck about trans men going into the men's bathroom. Come on in. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares? Oh, a girl's going to shit next to you? Or what is she going to do? She's going to pee out of a funnel?
Right,
what is she going to do? Like,
hey,
no one's going to get hurt.
I'm not arguing
no
with
one's
you on
going to get
this.
hurt.
I see that brought up a lot. Why don't people bitch about trans men? So, in other words, chicks pretending to be dudes.
Yeah.
And he's right. No one gives a fuck.
And it comes back to that whole biological strength thing.
Yeah, strength and the junk. Yeah, it's all that. But I was talking about this on X the other day. You know Jane Caro, the crazy leftist Australian wine mum?
Oh, yeah.
She was bitching about something to do with trans people, like, oh, why do you care about fucking trans people using bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, but no one seems to care about trans men. And so I said, no one cares about trans men because they're just chicks trying to act blokey. They're not the physically dominant sex trying to invade the non-physically dominant sex's spaces to satisfy some sexual kink.
Absolutely.
So me and Joe on the same page. Anyway, it keeps just getting better and better.
You can't say you're not allowed to use the bathroom where you work. That's not true. You're just not allowed to use the women's room where other women are in there because you're not a woman. And I know you wish you were a woman or whatever's going on.
Okay.
But you're not.
Know what? You make a very, very good point.
So Steve-O just completely capitulated. He came onto this thing. It's like he hasn't been in this discussion sort of thing for the last sort of 8, 10, 15 years, whatever it's been.
Well, you can imagine living in LA that's not a conversation that generally happens.
Well, I think that Steve-O just hasn't been in that sort of circle, which is fair enough. You don't have to be. But he's sort of come onto this podcast with this like LA view of like, oh my God, we've got to like stick up for these poor oppressed just trans people.
Yeah, or if we even have that sort of inclination that it's wrong, we don't bring it up in a social setting.
Yeah.
It's taboo.
There's men in prison. I think it's like 47 biological males in California are housed in women's prisons. Some of them are sex offenders. Some of them in Canada. There's a guy in Canada that they had to pay for his boob job while he was in jail for being a sex offender, and they put him in a women's prison. Yeah.
Steve-O.
Steve-O's pissing himself laughing, but it's fucking true. Remember that stat we looked at a few videos ago about the fucking transgender prisoners in England or in the UK? So it was like 62% of transgender women in the UK have a sexual offense conviction. Joe Rogan is completely right. It's not fucking some, it's most in the UK anyway, and I bet that fucking translates to other countries.
I'm not arguing with
There's
any of that.
men who have pretended to be women, gone into women's prison, had sex with women and impregnated them. There's men who have sexually assaulted and raped women in prison that are pretending to be women with functional dicks.
Functional dicks.
Yeah, and like I keep saying, I think it's the functional dick thing that's like the biggest issue.
Yeah, if you've still got the balls in the dick, you're still pumping testosterone through your body.
Yeah, but for example, if there was like an outwardly appearing chick sort of thing, right? Say there was an outwardly appearing chick with like, what do they call them? Like developmental sexual disorders or whatever. So imagine it's just you, but you happen to have like a Y chromosome. You know what I mean? No one's going to give a fuck that you're pissing in the ladies' room. It's more about the junk.
Just on a side note as well, did you know that women's testosterone levels are at their highest just before they have their periods?
That doesn't fucking surprise me.
It makes sense why we turn into bitches.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's the time where we're most like men.
You make a completely valid argument.
Nobody should be able to tell you can't do something fucking stupid like get a boob job because they are transgender. That's crazy.
Understood. My experience was that I didn't get any of this, like, sense that this was a creepy pervert, anything like that. I just thought,
they don't have to be a creepy pervert.
Right.
Right, but it's still a man.
Understood. I just thought, man, I heard what they had to say about, politicians trying to put them in internment camps and,
Who's doing that? What politicians are saying they should be put in internment camps?
I think that there was some kind of...
There might be one kook out there that's saying that to try to get attention. There's no movement to try to put transgender people in internment camps.
Okay, well then I'll land on this.
Do you know who's killed more people than ICE this year? Trans shooters. Do you know the majority of these high school shootings have been transgender people?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's true, but isn't that fucking, that's LA. I don't know if Steve-O lives in LA. Well, he mentioned it before, didn't he?
Yeah.
But that is such LA brain, isn't it? Oh my God, did you hear they're trying to put them in internment camps? There's a trans genocide going on. Didn't you know, Joe?
Yeah, look, to Steve-O's credit, he is digesting the facts that are coming in.
Yeah.
He's still kind of trying to skirt his way around it to be, emotionally connected. Does it change his mind?
Well, yeah, it kind of does, but I don't think he's not a debater, Steve. And look, that's fine. I'm not really a debater either.
You're a master debater.
But yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I saw Steve-O in like a confrontation with someone a while ago, and he just wasn't that good. He's not that quick on his feet.
No, he's not.
And so he sort of has a tendency to sort of agree with, those people who sort of just agree with whoever's in front of them because they don't want to cause like conflict.
Yeah.
So he's doing a bit of that here, most definitely.
Bit of a people pleaser.
Yeah. So we'll let Joe close it out.
And again, I'm not saying all trans people are like this at all, but you can't have that loophole. You can't. Let's like you can't have an open border. Doesn't mean that all immigrants are murderers, and you don't think that either, right? But some people that sneak across the border, if you don't check, are going to be murderers. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
So you have to have a fucking closed border to check, and you have to have a gender border too.
Yeah. Well, God damn it. And my only takeaway from my experience that I was relating to you is that it made me feel compassionate.
Well, that's
and
nice.
I want to be a good.
That's good. A better reason would be it's fucking stupid to get a boob job. Don't do it. No one's gonna like you more. I think you're cool because you got a boob job at 52.
I'm glad.
Don't.
I'm glad that.
How old are you now?
51.
Yeah, that's too old for a boob job.
Yeah. See, he's trying to be, he's doing the LA thing. He's trying to be compassionate. I just want to be a good person. Don't think I'm a bad person. I agree with you, Joe, because you're in front of me and you're an assertive voice. But also, I don't want my buddies in LA to think I'm a bigot.
And I can imagine living in a really lefty state. It's almost like a survival tactic.
Yeah. So anyway, that is Steve-O getting schooled on Joe Rogan. I thought that was quite entertaining. Visit SugarTits. She has a channel.
Yes, I do.
Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.